TikTok. Good to have you guys with us, joining us here for after hours trading. Right, Gable, catching an after hours. Nice. All right. I'll turn the AC back on if I get too uncomfortable. Good afternoon. Welcome to this after hours session here. We'll see if we can catch us some nice press releases. Hopefully we do. Man, it is a scorcher here this afternoon. I think it was about 98 degrees in Central Florida. 98. And boy, it felt every bit of 98 too. It is hot out there. The air is stagnant and it is hot. Grocery Roller from TikTok. Good to have you. All right, we've got about a minute and a half here until we get our after hours. I'm going to turn that AC back on, so I do apologize if you get a little noisy. Sounds like the ocean rolling behind me. My apologies if it seems a little loud, but I got to have that AC on. It's hot. It is really, really hot. Good afternoon. I'll probably butcher that name if I try it. Lerny? Did I pronounce that right? Well, I've got an incoming phone call and I'm not going to answer it. We've got 20 seconds here till after hours starts. Keep an eye, obviously, on GameStop. Keep an eye, obviously, on AMC. Those are two no-brainers that we want to keep an eye on. But also keep an eye on LFLY. I want to see what this one does. This one is tanking hard just prior to market close. Let's see what it does here when the market closes. TVGN. Confirms ongoing efficiency. Keep an eye on TVGN. Vero, V-E-R-O, pushed up a little bit. V-E-R-O, Vero. MITQ is pushing up. CARA, Cara Therapeutics, that one pushed up. No, not much volume there though. Rent announces its first quarter. So we've got Rent going up. Tupperware popped up a little bit. Vero. SCWX. Nothing there. XCure. Nothing there. Alright, Vero is still the best runner we got, and it's not even running. Tupperware. CYCC. Needs something. Rent is moving up. BNRG is moving up. Waiting on some press releases here. So while we're waiting on press releases, we'll continue to call out what is running. Rent pushing up. It's up to $30 now. IoT popping up. IoT popped up, came back down. Another one on rent. Vero still up there. VERO still pushing. CYCC also maintaining, but it's not getting any volume. Vero coming down. Kirk pushed up a little on news. Let's see. VLCN, GNS, GCTS. These are all stocks that are up a little bit here in after hours. Don't see any clear runners yet on news. Vero trying again. Let's see. Let's go back to our big volume runners. GameStop going sideways. AMC going sideways. Kind of thought one of those two might take off in after hours here, but not yet. Vero at 74. Vero's pushing back up again. Staff, STAF, pushed up. GNS. Sean, good afternoon. Heard a great song today. Oh, No Hills in Tennessee, yeah. Sorry if I missed a couple of comments in there or questions. I do apologize. Vero still pushing. VERO. Up to 80 cents now. ASNS, we got another press release from them. Announces the closing of their exercise of warrants for $3 million gross proceeds. And that got a little bit of a bump on the news. Vero now at 82.5, 83. Vero is up 40% here. GRI is up 17%. Not seeing a lot of volume pour in on that. Vero now up to 84.9. We have been on Vero ever since 4 o'clock. We have been on top of that one. 88 on Vero. 89, 92. Let's see if we can push $1. 93.5. Come on, give us a little bit more here. We got it to 93.6. I'd like to hit 1. Get a nice solid $1 spot on there. It'd be a nice 30-cent climb. That would be a respectable scalp in after hours for sure. Yeah, GameStop went nuts today for sure. Glad to see so many people making money on that stock. That is great. Love to see retail winning. 96, 97 on Vero. We're not even at 1 million shares yet on Vero. And we're up to $1. We just hit $1. There you go. We were looking for $1 and we got $1. $1.06 now on the ask. $1.08, $1.13. There you go, folks. Been calling that out since 4 o'clock. 9 minutes now. It's been the first 5 minutes. It's been hanging out sideways at 74 cents. A lot of opportunity to grab some of that. Don't expect it to keep going, though. Don't expect it to keep popping. It's up about 80% here in after hours, and it's not going to maintain that, I don't believe. Sean took Vero from 73 cents, so he was right on it, to 93. Says, thanks, Jeff. Sold the first half at $1.12. Nice. Cody got it at 71 cents all the way to $1.10. Very nice. We just hit $1.35. How many of you are banking on this call? It's up 107% in after hours. It's $1.30. We're at 121% now. 123%, 124, 128. Kim got it from 70 cents to $1.21. No excuse not to have that in this low 70s someplace. Unless you were just a little gun shy and didn't want to pull the trigger on it. KRKR. We're up 123%. Love it. PL. Tanager 1 is ready for launch. Planet's first something. I want to... Yeah, I don't like the... There's not much of a... Keep an eye on that one. PL, the The ticker symbol is PL. I'm not suggesting that it's going to run. I'm just telling you to go take a look at it and keep one eye on it best you can. Woody Woo got Vero from 110 to 126. Patty got it from 55 cents to $1.20. Beautiful. C-Dubs got it from 71 to $1.10. Brian got it from 90 cents to $1.35. My, oh my, oh my. Galesy, 82 to 130. Scrolling down through some of the comments here to see where everybody's at. Sean got it on round 2 on Vero. He got it from 121 to 141 the second time around. We are up 160%, folks. I always say we only need one. We only need one to make after hours all worthwhile. Makes it all worthwhile. And by gosh, Vero has stepped up to the plate and given us that one that we needed. You realize we have gone from 64 cents to $1.60. That's insane. We're up 162%. Amy got from 91 to 155. Nice. Nice trading. We are at 160. We're up 165% now. Just in after hours on this one call. And we're waiting on another one. Waiting on number 2. Will we get 2 of them? Let's hope. Let's hope we get 2. We'll be happy with just one. A good one. And that's a good one. $165% increase. That's not bad. Staff. Boy, nothing's even coming close to Vero right now in terms of action, price raising, percentages. Nothing's touching it. Brian, 188 to 191. Waiting on some news to show up. Looks like most of the wolf pack has taken advantage of that run for the most part. It's a little tough to jump in on them though when there's no apparent news on them and you get a little gun shy. That's tough. It's tough. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Nothing better than a good cold water on a hot day. Now, I won't do an after hours tomorrow. I'll do my normal pre-market stuff tomorrow morning, but not after hours. You guys are going to be on your own in after hours. But I know you guys will do perfect. You will do absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that was the first big red candle we've seen. It's the first pullback that we've had since it started running. And that's pretty amazing. Run up 160% before it even starts. For the first time it pulls back is at 160%. That's pretty good. That is really darn good. Maybe a lot of those GameStop profits are getting dumped into this. Ryan, 77 to $1.40. Thanks, Jeff. Ryan, you are very welcome, my friend. I'm glad you were here with us to catch it. Is there more gas left in the tank? I would say not. I would say no. That's just my gut feeling. I would say that stock is done now. All right. GNS pushing up still. We've been talking about GNS since 4 o'clock as well. It started climbing up and it popped up into our top 4 runners at 4 o'clock, and we talked about it. It climbed up a little bit, went sideways for a while, and now it's starting to climb again. That's Genius Group, GNS. Go here. So we're going to draw, because I just love to draw on my charts. Draw a little trend line. So we'll see how that trend line plays out. We've already seen what it did once it broke down through past the trend line. And you know what? I'm glad that I talked about that this morning. From the time I got off the live this morning till about 11 o'clock, I got 5 emails from people that were watching the live that thanked me for that information and let me know that it saved them a bunch of money. And they actually made money because they followed the trend line and got out at a good spot, and then it tanked. And they normally wouldn't have done that. They normally would have held and hoping that it went back up. But they followed that trend line and got out, and they were very, very thankful. So made it all worthwhile. I know I blabbered on about that this morning for quite some time on the live stream, but I really wanted that lesson to sink in. I really wanted it to drive that point home about that. NGL, what do we got going on here? Announces $50 million common unit repurchase program. NGL. Now it doesn't have a lot of volume on it. NGL Energy Partners. It popped up a little bit on the news. $50 million common unit repurchase program. I can remember a day when stock repurchase programs, when they were announced, they would drive a stock up crazy. Janice, good afternoon. Nice to see you over here on YouTube. GNS 33 to 36. Thanks, Jeff. Here's another one on NGL. Here's one on ICU. Presenting at a conference, so that's fluff news. Vero. Now let's do this. Let me show you just the opposite of what we did this morning. As long as we don't have any news popping up right now, we can take the time to do this. Let me take a look at GNS though first real quick. How many of you went over and looked at GNS when I mentioned it? Hopefully, several of you. Held VST today, and boy, did that stink. I'm sorry to hear that if it went down on you there. All right, GNS is pulling back now. Let's see. All right, so GNS pulling back. What's Vero doing? Vero's going up. So we figured out the trend line going up. Houston Daniels, 2K on GameStop, 14K. Wow, nice. Very nice, though. Got to be happy with 2K. We can use the trend line in our favor on the way down as well. Now you see what I've done here. On the way down, as this stock is starting to fall, I put a trend line on highs. And so instead of putting it at the base of each candle on the body going up, I put it on the top of each candle coming down. And you can do just the opposite for those reversals that we talked about. Use the trend line coming down and wait for it to break the trend line going up. So using that trend line can work in your favor when you're wondering when to sell, and also as it's coming down when you're wondering when to buy. But it gets time consuming, especially if you're trying to watch multiple charts at the same time. It can be very time consuming trying to draw trend lines constantly on charts and changing the trend lines and moving them. It can get complicated. But if you're only watching one or two, it's not a big deal. It's not a problem at all. All right. Those who are holding onto Nvidia for split. Thank you, David. My thoughts on GameStop. Well. It's definitely not done yet. Today was a very powerful day. Today was a very, very big move on a lot of volume. This thing is trading way above VWAP on the daily. Let me check again before I say that. Yeah, it's way above the daily VWAP. I don't think it's done yet. I sincerely don't think it's done yet. It may get a couple of dollars fluctuation up and down, but I think it's going to get another big push. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to get another big push. But again, that's just speculation. So I could be totally wrong on that. I hope it does go up, though. I know there's a lot of people making some really good money on that stock. It doesn't look like it's going to push tonight. My thoughts are, if this was going to push crazy like it did today during regular trading hours, if it was going to do that in after hours, we would see much better climb than we're seeing right now. I think we'd see much better action. This thing should have been up to 48, 49 by now. If retail was really, if FOMO was real on this one in after hours, I think it'd be up to 48 or 49 by now. And I kind of expected it to be, honestly. Watching the action today and watching that climb right into open, I thought when the market closed, retail, where there's no more halts, retail would just blow that thing up. I really thought it was going to do something crazy, and it hasn't. It's done just the opposite. It's been very boring here in after hours. So I think it's going to keep going. I just don't think it's going to do it tonight. All right. Vero coming back down. IPW. IPW enhances super suite platform capabilities with Amazon Logistics Services. So that's getting some play. Take a look at that one. IPW. Of course, PEGY. PEGY. That's coming down. Be careful. Be very, very careful with PEGY. it's just now trying to get back to where it closed yesterday. So it's having some troubles. William took GameStop today from 34.59 to 46. Nice. Ryan, you have a good evening, my friend. See you at 6:45. Made $212 in 26 minutes in after hours. Thanks for being here, Jeff. You're very welcome. So we've got IPW trying to push up. We got Peggy trying to push up. PEGY. IPW is looking pretty solid right now. See how the volume does, how the volume continues to stack up here. Probably going to smack over 3 on IPW. Pennies for dollars. You have a good evening. So right now in the top 3 runners, we've got Vero, VERO. IPW is number 2. It's up 34%. Peggy, PEGY. It's up 16%. Those are the top 3 right now. IPW is getting some pretty decent volume on it right now. A little bit of a red candle popping up here on the 1 minute, but got some really good volume. The viral trend, good afternoon. Well, maybe evening in the UK. Everell, good afternoon to you. Billy got IPW from 240 to 295. Good job. Looks like Vero is coming down. IPW, is that going to replace it? Is that our next big one? IPW has gone from $2.12. It's gone from $2.12 as high as $3.02 so far since that news came out. And it did that in about 4 minutes, so it moved pretty quickly. We're back to 293 on it now. Volume coming back. 294 on the ask, 295. We should break 3. There's 299, and there's 3 on the ask. Now back to 299, 301, 302, 303, 305. Nice. Hopefully you guys got IPW. Luke, yes. GameStop. I don't think GameStop is done yet. We're going to see much out of it here in after hours, but I don't think it's done. But that's just an opinion. We just hit 314 on IPW. Tina, good afternoon. You look like my stepdad. Nice little run on IPW so far. Same way on Vero. So that's two of them that have done really well with us this afternoon. Still trying to get an indication here whether IPW is done or not. Every time it looks like it's going to sink and the volume goes away, all of a sudden it comes back and it pops up just a little bit again. I don't know. The jury is still out for me. I'm still not decided whether or not it's going to actually keep going or not. Okay, now it's right at support, after hours support. Let's see if it pops up. Come on. This candle is going to say, this 1 minute candle here that it's forming right now is going to tell us a lot. This is going to be very telling. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. Don't like the looks of that drop. I don't like that. Could it reverse? Sure. But definitely if you bought down here in the 220s, this really should be, your finger should be on the sell button right now, contemplating your out. I mean, let's face it, even at this level, you're up 60 cents a share. But if you want to give it just a little bit more time and see what the next candle does, you can do that too. But I would seriously be contemplating getting rid of it. At 286 was where it really had a little bit of support, and it broke through that. It's down at 272 now. All right. Well, hoping for some more news here. Vero trying. Little 10-cent scalp there. IPW, TC, GNS coming down, Staff, Peggy, AIXI, yeah, that's nothing. PL, AQN, there. So right now we got nothing. It's pretty slow here in after hours. Pretty slow right at the moment. Unless something amazing pops up here, I'm not going to stick around too much longer. IPW trying to push back up again. We'll see if it gets some juice and gets up past 286. where it had support before. We'll see if that 286 acts as resistance now instead of support. That'll give us a little bit of an idea on a possible buy-in. User, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. I say good morning all the time on YouTube, and somebody on there says, no, it's nighttime where I'm at. Or I'll say good evening, and they'll say, hey, it's morning here. I never know where anybody's from, so I hate to say good morning. David, probably just be coming up to the split. That would be my only. People taking profit and getting out before the split. Me personally, I'm going to wait till after the split to play it. I got a little bit better buying power after the split than what I do right now with it. And I'm counting on a little bit of a dip after the split. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I'm totally wishful thinking. But I'm kind of hoping that after the split, when it starts trading on Monday morning, that it takes a little bit of a nosedive, a little bit of a dip. Don't know how much, but every little bit helps. And maybe get in a little bit cheaper. And then we'll go in on it and go for the long haul. It won't be a quick day trade. It won't be a swing trade. It'll be a longer 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months kind of a hold. And with any luck, it'll climb back from that, whatever the split amount is, $100, $120, 130, who knows. Whatever that amount is, maybe it'll climb back to that 600, 700, 800, 900 range again, and we can make a really nice chunk of change on that. But it's going to take a long hold. It's not going to be anything quick. In case I don't see you, good morning, good night, and good afternoon. That's right. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing? Good to see you on here. I don't see you on here much. Everybody say good afternoon to Jeffrey. He's here on TikTok with us. That's my son. It's my oldest son. Doing well. Awesome. You guys say hi to Jeffrey on here on TikTok, and he's got a little TikTok page himself. Has some really great content, some funny stuff, and pop over there and send him a follow if you would. We'll just keep it in the family. Pop over and say hi. Give him a follow. Doesn't hurt to give him a quick follow, and much appreciated. Much appreciated. Daniel says, hey, Jeffrey. Edwin says, hey, Jeffrey. We got some folks over here on YouTube saying hey to you. Amy Rose just followed you. Good deal. Everell says, hey, Jeffrey. Nice. Very nice. Look at all the love. The Wolf Pack is sending out love. Where's his link? Say hi, Jeffrey, and I'll pin your message so people can pop over to your page and send you a follow. All right, I just pinned his comment up there for you. Rocknelly says he'll follow the whole family. Yes, run his followers up crazy, folks. There it is. Got him pinned up there. Hit that website over there. Let's run his followers up. Let's add 50 or 60 of them on there tonight. Let's run them up. IPW curling back up again. We're going to run them followers up. We're going to make a concerted effort here to get those followers up and get him up over 10,000. All right, look at the followers coming in. Good deal. Much appreciated, guys. Run them follows up for him. All right, Gable followed. Look at him pop over there. Let's give him at least 25 or 30 here just on this live alone. Let's run him up there. And then we'll... Kit followed. Maria followed. There you go. Build them followers up. Your shirt is white here, but blue on the live. Huh. Probably just a difference in lighting. All right, Vero climbing back up. Vero's climbing back up. We're back up 159% now. We managed to get Vero up to 167. It's stuck at 153. Let's see if we can push that baby up. All right. Sandy got in on the action. Nice. We'll get some new followers over there for you. All right. Followers are adding up. Yes, Kim, I am a proud papa. Love my boys. Very, very proud of all of them. I've got 3 boys. 2 of them are in Indiana, and 1 of them is in Mississippi, one of the suburbs outside of Tupelo. And they have all turned out to be amazing young men, and very, very proud of all of them. There goes Vero again, 161. Kit, how do you get the Discord? Kit, are you on our live stream on the website? Cody, any singers following in your footsteps? I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say this very honestly, Jeffrey, I went to see, I've been singing for a long time, and I went to one of his high school, he was in the drama department, and he was in a musical. And I went to watch him perform and really didn't know what to expect because I quite honestly didn't know that he could sing. And because he always, kind of locked away in the room and not ever sing really loud, so I really didn't know. And I'll tell you what, when he came out and opened up his mouth and started singing, it blew me away. I mean, absolutely astounded me. And I got to be honest with you, in terms of voice quality and tone and pitch, he way better singer than I was. Way better. Way better. I don't know if he still sings or you still sing. I don't know, but he was pretty damn amazing. Shocked me. Just I talked about it for 3 days after. Just couldn't believe it. What was coming out of his mouth. So I sent an email to you. It would be from Karen Booth, early morning trader. Oh, okay. Oh, he's still doing community theater too. Nice. What was that? What was that musical? There was a cow in it. What was that? What was that musical? There was a cow in it. I remember there being a cow on stage. Into the Woods was the name of the musical. Into the Woods. He played Jack. Oh, McDonald's had a farm. Was Jeffrey the one you visited with Grand? No, that was my youngest one that came here with the grandkids. Into the Woods, that's right. Yeah, it was a great performance and very, very proud. Rye Gable, the grandbaby's doing good. Was in the hospital, I think, for 2 days, maybe 3, and then they released him. Everything was good. And Kit, I'll check my email as soon as I get done here, and I'll get that link to you. Well, thank you guys very much for hitting the follow button over there on Jeffrey's TikTok page. I know he appreciates it. I appreciate it. And we will continue to send followers his way and get that account built up. We'll get him up over 10K. I know how happy it made me when I got up over 10K. It was an exciting day. Then you can start making money. There you go. Yes. How many followers do you have to do those battles? You know those battles that Jay does all the time in the evenings? You have to have so many followers to do that? Just 1,000, okay. So Jeff, you said Nvidia for a long run, 6 months. Well, it could be longer than that. Yosemite. I'm just using that as an example so that people understand it's not a quick day trade, or it's not a quick, 2 weeks and you're out. A long hold, long enough to let it climb back up to where it's at now, if possible. I think 1,000. Okay. Well, Vero, we thought was going to take off here again. We got it up to 170. It's back to 160. Might still have a little juice left in it. I thought it was pretty well done. IPW, that's going sideways. Peggy, almost back to where it closed at yesterday. Closed a lot lower today, but it's almost back to its close from yesterday. And that's about it. There really isn't a whole lot else running right now. We'll pin that comment for you. And now Peggy is finally back to where it closed at yesterday. Pretty nice. What's your one unique skill? Making money. Although that's not really unique. A lot of people do that. Well, doggone it, we really haven't. Vero is up 238% from where it opened at this morning. That's pretty good. It's 172% just in after hours alone. So hopefully you guys are pretty happy with that. Now, like I was saying earlier, there will not be a after hours live session tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't expect anything of any consequence to happen tomorrow in after hours. VS moving up. Yep. Remember VS? That was in our top 3 or 4. It's finally popping up very, very nicely on really good volume. AMC. Boy, look at these stocks. GameStop still going sideways. Now it's starting to get a little push. GameStop is starting to get a little bit of a push here. Watch for that pop over 47.50. That's where it's going to get interesting. If this breaks 47.50, I think it gets interesting all over again. AMC doing the same thing. It just popped. Just smacked $6. And look what happened to GameStop. I just said if it got past 46.50, unreal. Just popped up to 48.20. GameStop and AMC both at the same time popped nicely. AMC now at 608, 609. GameStop is getting a little bit of a pullback going on here, but AMC is not. It is still climbing. But I suspect GameStop's going to go right along with it here in just a moment. I'm a little surprised they're both taking off right now. $6.13. Wow, very nice. VS coming down. All right. Well, folks, thoughts on overnight holds? Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I would definitely keep an eye on Vero, Vero. And you really have to kind of know, you have to watch these things through the entire after hours market, all the way up to 8 o'clock to see what they're doing. Vero, for example, if it continues to have a nice steady climb on good volume all the way up to 8 o'clock, then it's definitely maybe hold on to that. But if it starts tanking before 8 o'clock, that momentum may continue down at 4 a.m. So you really got to watch them to know which ones are potentials. But just off the cuff here, Vero, I would say definitely. AMC, GameStop, I mean, they're going nuts right now. AMC is now up to 632, 636. News on this one: GameStop stock surges again after Roaring Kitty schedules a YouTube live stream. AMC is not stopping. That one is doing well. AMC is really popping nice. Holy cow. Definitely got to be proud of that one. And it looks like GameStop, if it doesn't stop here in the next and pull back in the next few minutes, it's going to probably hit $50. It's already at $49.17, so $50 is well within sights here. SSKN. That one popped up and back down. Stratus Skin Sciences. AMC is still going. Vero, nothing. SSKN, pull back. BNGR, VS, pulling back. BNGR, I did it again. BNRG. Man, got dyslexic there on those last two letters. BNRG. Bren Miller Energy. Still climbing. BNRG. All right. yeah, those $80 bag holders might get some relief if they didn't sell already and take the loss. I know there's a lot of folks who've got diamond hands on those shares and will not let them go for nothing. It's take all or go broke. And I don't like that mentality, but there's a lot of people that feel that way. Anyway, well, that's enough for me for today. It's after 5 o'clock. It's time for me to get some supper. So you guys have a beautiful evening. Good luck on your trading. Watch your AMC and GameStop. Watch the rockets. I hope that you guys made some pretty good money on VERO with us today. Vero. Nice, beautiful climb on that. What was it up? 170% or so. So definitely a nice run. And I will see you guys bright and early on the website at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time, as always. And TikTok and YouTube will be on at 7:30 a.m. If you'd like to join us at 6:45, you'll have to do it on the website. wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. Hop over there, subscribe to the live trading, and then we'll see you at 6:45. So until then, you guys have a great night, and I'll see all of you bright and early tomorrow morning.